Coming up today, we're talking to an author who wants us to put our brains and bodies on the same page to help us get healthy. You'll hear more from this Harvard grad. There are benefits to smiling that you might not realize. Learn how your smile helps others each day. Plus, our freebie winner has a lot to smile about. They're going to be heading to the Indianapolis Zoo. I'll tell you who that winner is coming up.
Celebrating what makes the Wabash Valley unique and entertaining. WTWO's Julie Henricks and Hazel Marie Anderson with Good Day Live, sponsored by the Hoosier Lottery.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Julie Henricks. Hazel Marie on assignment today. Thanks for ending the week with me. To California, where there's a feud going on over a classic cartoon, sort of. Neighbors are not happy with a house that takes onlookers back to the Stone Age and a family favorite, the Flintstones. NBC's Kevin Tibbles has this story.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
No, not Bedrock, but a bedroom community near San Francisco.
They're a page right out of history.
Modern Stone Age digs not owned by Fred and Wilma, but by retired San Francisco Examiner publisher Florence Fang.
I like to dream.
She bought the pile for close to $3 million to entertain friends. But the property's been called a landscaping no-no by the town of Hillsborough, which says she didn't get the proper permits for her statues.
Dare to dream. Dare to challenge. Dare to make changes.
Changes Hillsborough calls a highly visible eyesore. It's fined her $200 and is suing to force her to remove them.
It would be the same process if she were putting Rodin statues up there.
Fang is countersuing the city and says her home has generations of fans. Motorists on a nearby interstate admire it while driving by.
Yabba dabba doo!
But so far, it's a yabba dabba don't. Kevin Tibbles, NBC News.
Oh, well. After the break, from the Stone Age of the Flintstones to the space age of the Jetsons. More and more robots are showing up in places we work and play. We've got a few examples for you. But first, speaking of play, will we be able to do that outside this weekend? Jesse's got answers coming up next.
The average taxpayer could save over $800 in missed credits and deductions by using a tax expert. Stadler & Company wants to help you find your $800. Let us look at your last 3 years' tax returns to see if the IRS has any of your money. If we can't find anything, we'll take $50 off your next tax prep. Call now and mention hashtag FindMy8 to save your money and your time this tax season.
Stadler, the tax pros.
You've waited all year for this, and so have they. The John Deere Drive Green event is finally here. Drive Green Demo Days is your chance to test drive all the latest equipment, talk to experts, and find fun for the whole family. Attendees who register will get coupons for $500 off compact and utility tractors, $200 off turf and utility equipment, plus savings on parts and attachments. Be there.
Don't miss Drive Green Demo Day, April 13th from 9 to 2 at one of these Alliance Tractor locations in the Wabash Valley.
For over 45 years, Graber Post Buildings has been an industry leader in manufacturing and distributing everything you need for your next post frame building. With 3 different roofing styles and over 20 colors to choose from, we take your ideas to package and design your dream building. Visit us online or give us a call today to get started on your new building from Graber Post Buildings.
Your big event is coming up. It's gonna be a blast.
Where can I find what I need?
We're glad you asked. Deep Party Mania. Energize your celebration. Deep Party Mania. Holidays and all occasions. January to December. Any time of year, remember. Deep Party Mania. Now it's a party.
Welcome back, everyone. I don't know if you did what we did during the commercial break, but we just relived a lot of our favorite cartoons after that
The
flip.
Jetsons.
George of the Jungle.
Yep. I had a dog named Scooby-Doo.
You did?
Yep. So, yeah.
Well, see, I mean, and we were saying cartoons today are so much
they're
different.
different.
They're just
totally
different.
yeah.
Now that you've got grandkids, you know, it's a different experience.
The Bubble Guppies.
What the heck is a...
And Paw Patrol. That's a big one.
Oh, that's like the pets that are like police officers.
I know all about it.
Oh, Lord, we could go on and on. But how about instead we tell you about the weekend, which is half and half?
Half and half.
Okay.
Half of it's good. We're going to talk about one half, and today's been a pretty good day.
All right.
A little breezy out there, but the sun is back. Look at that. We had some clouds early, then the sun came out. Graber Post Building Cam showing you lots of sunshine across the area right now. Going to stay that way for the evening and overnight. All the clouds are off to the east of this area, so we're in good shape. Temperatures are a lot cooler than yesterday, but actually this is closer to normal in the 60s, some 50s up to the north, so it's not all that bad. Breezy, though. Tonight, mostly clear. Will be a cooler night tonight, dropping all the way down to around 40. Then for tomorrow, this is the best weekend day. Partly sunny, pleasant. Enjoy it. A high of 61. By tomorrow night, rain moves in. Rain looks to be likely on Sunday. Could be a fair amount of it. Right now, I think most of it will come in the morning on Sunday, but look at the temperature. A lot cooler on Sunday. It stays cool on Monday, but then it warms right back up by early next week. We're back in the 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday.
That looks pretty good, Jesse. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go back down memory lane a little bit right now, too, for those of us who remember college life. Back in the day, having snacks in your dorm room, well, that was kind of a luxury, right? And if you had them, chances were they were probably a little stale at times. No more. New technology changing the way college kids dine and snack with just a touch of a button on their smartphone. NBC's Kate Rogers visited George Mason University to explore how it all works.
Rolling out of bed and into the dining hall to grab a bite to eat is so last semester.
Hello, I'm a Starship delivery robot.
Now, George Mason University students like Victoria Arosa and Jasmine Yaramillo can get food delivered to their dorms, library, or wherever they are on campus by robot. The college is the first to team up with Sodexo and Starship Technologies to offer food and beverage delivery via autonomous robot.
I got super excited because I don't like walking across campus to get food. And so when I found that it had Dunkin', I was like, yay, coffee that'll come to me that I don't have to walk in the cold for.
Since launching in late January, more than 10,000 deliveries have been made at GMU via robot, and the fleet has grown to over 40. Services have been extended to 2 a.m., and there are plans to expand to 24 hours in the near future, with restaurants including Dunkin', Subway, Steak and Shake, and Einstein Brothers. Starbucks and Chick-fil-A are coming soon, all with a low delivery fee of $1.99. Sodexo says that so far, Blaze Pizza's been most popular with students on campus, with about 70 orders coming in per day via the robot. Make that 71. Sodexo has already rolled out the robots at Northern Arizona University with plans for an expansion to come.
We want to get this right and make sure that, every brand is ready to go. Every university has different brands, and so it's a process to get that up and running.
For now, there's no excuse to take a study break. Your midnight snack is coming to you.
And while the idea that robots are replacing human employees is a common notion, Sodexo and Starship say they've actually created more than 20 new positions for students. Those jobs include either managing the robots or the orders that are associated with them. All right, Walmart expanding its team of robots as well. The nation's largest employer is expanding its use of artificial intelligence, and that means customers may see more robots and smart assistants. The company has been pioneering new technology to reduce the time an associate spends on tasks like cleaning floors or checking inventory. 1,500 autonomous floor cleaners as well as 300 additional shelf scanners are expected to be put in place. There will be robotic unloaders to automatically scan and sort items from trucks. Walmart says the addition of the robots will allow associates to serve customers face-to-face on the sales floor. Here's a story of robotics changing a little boy's life forever. And the best part, it was some very smart teens who made it all possible. Here's more now from NBC's Kevin Tibbles.
Come say hi.
Meet 2-year-old Cillian Jackson, born with a genetic condition that makes getting around tough.
Yeah.
So Dad Tyler shopped an idea to Farmington, Minnesota's high school robotics team.
We're like, you know what? That'd be a very good idea.
They took a Power Wheels toy and started tinkering.
We added 2 motor controllers. We added this breadboard.
Styrofoam.
They custom fit a bike carrier seat and even replaced and reprogrammed the joystick.
The entire thing was built in that 3D printer over there.
That controls Cillian's.
We'll see how good your driving is today.
New Hot Wheels. Mom Chrissy can't believe her son is now mobile.
Hi. They've helped so much. I mean, this really helps him explore like he's never been able to before.
It was really cool being able to do such an amazing project.
As for the prize-winning robotics club,
I think we won here more than we do at our competitions.
We go again?
They're at the controls when it comes to acts of kindness. Kevin Tibbles, NBC News.
Very special kids there. Still to come, if you want to lose weight, sleep better, and be happier, it's all in your head. We're going to talk to the author of the Brain Body Diet when we return.
Everything you want is just a click away with the WTWO News app. Download it now.
Spring is here, and Atlas Mowers has everything you need to get your lawn looking great. Repair or maintenance, we've got you covered. Zero turns, lawn tractors, push mowers, and weed eaters, we can fix it. With great brands like Troy-Bilt, Bobcat, and now carrying Echo handheld equipment, your lawn care will be a breeze. Financing available on most equipment with delivery options available. Make your backyard an oasis with Atlas Mowers, the place that has everything you need. Choose Atlas Mowers today and get the Atlas Advantage.
Hello, I'm Johnny Swalls, auctioneer and real estate broker for the Sons of Junior Quarry. We're out here east of Clay City, Indiana on State Road 246 with 200 acres, 77.5 acres tillable in 3 tracts or as a whole. We have an all-brick 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with a new roof and a large pole barn. There are 2 farm ponds. This would make a wonderful cattle farm. The buyer gets to farm the farm this year. The property may be purchased prior to auction, so please call 812-495-6119 or visit our website, jswalls.com. Talk to me.
Ladies, yesterday I asked you that question. How would you like to lose weight, get more sleep, and just simply be happier? And I'm certain that you're all out there right now waiting for some answers to how to do any of the 3 of these. Joining us today is Dr. Sarah Gottfried, who has answers for us, and she is the author of a great book, Brain Body Diet. Welcome to Good Day Live.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Well, let's start off by talking about this way to change our lives, and what you're saying could take as little as 40 days?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't realize that it takes 40 days to create a habit, especially with the way that you eat, move, think, connect, and supplement. Those are the things that really move the needle when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to reversing anxiety, depression, even that early memory loss that sometimes happens after age 40. So give me 40 days and we will start to remove the toxins, the brain trash that can make your weight go up and also make you lose intelligence. Those are called dementogens.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, when you think about the brain and the body connection, I know there's so many ways it's connected, but in this case, what are the connections you're talking about?
Well, you know, what I discovered on my own is that the connection between the brain and body is so essential to your long-term health. And it's the piece that's often missing because I didn't learn about it in medical school 25 years ago. And so a lot of doctors are not thinking along these lines. So that means that as consumers, we need to be. So what's the connection between the two? Well, if your brain is out of whack, your body is never going to be quite right. And if your body is out of whack, your brain is never going to be quite right. So we want to connect these two and basically upgrade the performance of both.
So how does this book specifically target women as far as helping us improve our overall being?
Well, women, I think it's important to realize women are not just smaller versions of men. You know, we've got unique issues. Our brains are different. Our bodies are different. They're different in terms of our hormone levels. And so women are especially vulnerable to certain issues. One is we've got double the rate of depression, double the rate of insomnia, double the rate of Alzheimer's disease, and much higher rates of anxiety. So this 40-day protocol is really designed